Hello? How are you doing today, CJ? Good.
I started band camp yesterday.
Band camp? Super cool. What instrument do you play?
Trumpet.
Nice. Good choice. Ooh, Blake, you got a haircut. You look fresh. All right. You guys know what country we're talking about today? No? Do you want to take a wild guess? No? Okay. You want a hint? It's in South America. Any guesses? Still no? All right. Do you want another hint? Yeah. They hosted the Olympics in 2016.
I really don't know anything about South America.
I know, that's okay. We're gonna learn some things about South America. I, for a long time, didn't know a lot either, CJ, but I recently read a book. It talked a lot about South America, and now I'm really, really interested, and I wanna go there, and I wanna learn as much as I can. Because I think it's a really, really cool place. We just don't hear that much about it, you know? But we're gonna be talking about Brazil today. You guys know Brazil? Have you heard of that before? Yeah, it's a big guy. It's one of those big countries. Lots of people. We might be the only three today. All right. Well, we're going to get started because I have a recipe that I'm going to make today. Oh, you didn't? I have a recipe that we're going to make today, so I want to make sure we have enough time to do that. So let's, 1 second. Oh my goodness gracious. Let me share my screen real quick. All right, so today we are talking about Brazil, good old Brazil. Brazil is the largest country in South America, and it is home to the majority of the Amazon River Basin and the Amazon rainforest. So that's what you might be familiar. The Amazon rainforest and river do flow into other countries, but Brazil holds most of that basin. Okay. So Brazil is the largest country in South America, I already said that, and it has a diverse and fascinating culture that blends indigenous Amazon, so natives of the land, Portuguese, Spanish, and African influences. So Brazil, during the Atlantic slave trade, had the most slaves brought over into Brazil. So a large portion of the Brazilian population is Black and trace their heritage back to Africa. So its culture is heavily influenced by the African continent, which is pretty exciting and cool. Brazil also speaks Portuguese because they were colonized by the Portuguese in the 15th century. Right. Language. In Brazil, they speak Portuguese, like I said. Like we learned yesterday, Portuguese is a Latin-based Romance language, similar to Spanish, Italian, and French, and Romanian as well. So we're going to try and learn some of this. So if you can, unmute yourself so I can hear you say these words. And since it's just two of you, I will know if you don't. Okay. So hello is hola.
Hola.
Hola. Good job.
Hola.
It sounds like Spanish, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Please is por favor.
Por favor.
Good job. Thank you is obrigado.
Obrigado.
Nice. obrigado. Or if you want to roll that R, obrigado.
Obrigado.
Nice. You guys are doing such a good job. All right, this next one means
Oh, no.
please have some chocolate because Brazilians make good chocolate. So this is posso tomar.
Poso Timor.
Also tomorrow.
Poco? What?
De chocolate, por
posso.
favor.
The chocolate, por favor.
Nice. I'm going to go to my translator so you can listen to her say it because she says it better. Hopefully you can hear this.
Oh, I can't hear that.
You can't hear it?
Oh, and I turned up my volume. I had to turn up my volume.
Okay, here, let me try again. This is chocolate. They pronounce chocolate.
I didn't hear anything that time.
No, I'm gonna have to figure out how to get that to work. I don't know how to get it to work, where I can play audio on my side and you can hear it. We'll work on it. Yes. So that's Portuguese. When it's spoken, it does sound different than Spanish, but when it's written out, it doesn't look too terribly different. They just accent things a little differently. Thank you. You guys can mute yourself again. All right. Now we have, oh, hold on. That's no fun. We got to present it. All right. Now we have some fun things to see. All right. Brazil is a very diverse ecology and geography, which means the plants, animals, and land forms are diverse because it is a large country. There's lots of things to see. This is some really impressive waterfalls, desert and sand dunes. This is, oh, I can't remember. It's a colonial town, and that's one of their traditional festivals that they have. And then this is a giant mountain. So Brazil looks really cool too. They have very interesting land features. You guys know what some of the things that Brazil is known for? Can you guys name some things? What are some things that you might know about Brazil?
Isn't there like a statue?
Yep, Christ the Redeemer. Good job. I have it on this slide. There's one other thing.
It always reminds me of the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah, a little bit. You can see that. Do you guys know this guy? I don't know if you follow soccer at all.
No, I don't watch soccer, but I really like soccer.
Yeah. This guy is a very popular and famous soccer player from Brazil. His name is Neymar.
Oh, yeah, Brazil always has the best soccer players.
Mm-hmm. They have a lot of really good soccer players, and a lot of them play in other countries, but they might be from Brazil. This is, like you were saying, CJ, Christ the Redeemer statue that overlooks Rio de Janeiro. And they have some crazy, I don't know if you can see these mountains, but they're just like, they look like eggs that are buried in the sand, these mountains. They're kind of fun. And then Brazilian Carnival, which is like Mardi Gras. So it's a celebration before Lent, leading up to Easter, and it is a very popular holiday. And because Brazil is influenced so heavily by Portuguese and Spanish culture, it is a largely Catholic country as well. So they do celebrate Carnival as a celebration before some Catholic events and holidays. Okay. Also, food. Food is important. So this is kind of about food. We'll see how you guys can tie it in. Do you guys know what this is? What does this look like a picture of?
I can't really see it.
Can't see it? This is a
I can, but I don't know where to look.
right here, this picture.
I think it's cocoa beans, maybe.
This is just a rainforest. This is the Brazilian or the Amazon rainforest, right? Now, what are these? I don't know. Hopefully you can see this picture. These little red berries, they look like red berries.
Yeah.
You guys know what that is? kind of tricky. It's kind of a trick question. This is coffee. This is what coffee beans look like before they have their red shells taken off and are roasted and used to make coffee. These are coffee beans.
I've never seen that.
Right? What about these? What are these big yellow fruits?
Mangoes?
No? Good guess, though. This is another trick question. This is a cocoa plant. So these fruits, if you break them open, have cocoa beans inside.
I thought the first question was a cocoa bean.
Yeah. This is what a cocoa or cacao plant looks like. And we break these fruit open, and they're actually like a white pulpy substance inside. And then inside of these little polyps, you break those open and they're cacao beans, like the chocolate beans that we're used to. Then they roast them and grind those up. And from that, we get chocolate. But it's a process. It actually comes from a fruit. So anytime, yeah, yep, chocolate comes from a fruit.
I watched a video. It's like interesting facts. It shows you interesting facts. And it showed people like never had chocolate, but they were harvesting it. They were harvesting the cocoa beans. And they tried it and it was like, oh, that's really good. Now we know what we're harvesting.
Yep. Yep. So that's chocolate. Huh. Sorry, someone was at my door. All right, so other food that originated from South and Central America. So we just talked about chocolate and we talked about coffee, which people all over the world love and enjoy, right? And it doesn't just grow in South America, though. You can grow coffee and chocolate in parts of Africa and parts of Asia as well. But these foods that we're going to talk about now, they're crops. So they're going to be fruits, vegetables, or grain that are from South and Central America only. And the rest of the world didn't have them or didn't eat them until we discovered the Americas. So potatoes. Potatoes are from Peru, nowhere else. Did you guys think potatoes came from Ireland? That's kind of a common misconception because Irish people eat a lot of potatoes.
Well, we plant tomatoes too.
Yeah. Corn. Corn was developed in Mexico, and there's a bunch of different varieties. There's even pink corn, blue corn, green corn, rainbow corn, any kind of corn. We have peppers. So jalapeno, habanero, any kind of pepper you can think of originated from South America and Central America. And tomatoes. Like I was talking about in Italy, right? We often associate tomatoes with Italian food, right? Tomato sauce, caprese, bruschetta, all of those things that use tomatoes. Italians didn't have tomatoes until we were able to go to South America. All right, now we're gonna do the fun part. So, do you guys have your kits for this week? In your kits, there should be these ingredients. Let me know if they are not in there. But you need a can of sweetened condensed milk, 2 tablespoons of butter. You might have to find the butter at your own house. Cocoa powder and chocolate sprinkles. See if you have those things. Oh, what just happened? Like you do not have to cook with me. You can watch if you would like, but I will be cooking it. So please stay engaged. And then if you want to make this later, you can always watch this video and we can make it together later. Sound good?
Yeah, I can't move my computer because it's only able to be at one spot.
Gotcha. That's fine.
It's not like my Chromebook.
Yeah. Once this video is uploaded onto YouTube, Blake, you'll be able to watch it on your phone and maybe make it later. Yeah? But watch it for now.
Smells good.
Okay. Here we go. Since you guys, CJ, are you gonna make it with me? Or no?
Sure.
You're gonna try? Cool. So again, you're going to need, do you want me to put up those ingredients one more time or do you have everything?
Just a sec, I gotta move everything.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen one more time then for you. All right. So I have a can of sweetened condensed milk, like this. I have a stick of butter. I'm gonna use, oh, I dropped it. Oh no, kind of got crunched. I'm gonna use 2 tablespoons. So I'm gonna cut it at this mark. I have baking or cocoa powder. And then a pan and spatula. I'm gonna wash my spatula real quick and then make sure you're washing your hands before you start cooking. All right. Here we go. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're going to take your burner and set it to low heat, okay? And then you're going to cut your butter 2 tablespoons and melt it. While your butter is melting, make sure you're opening your can of sweetened condensed milk. It's really, really sticky stuff too, so be careful. Ooh. Sticky. I'm gonna wait for my butter to melt. Then you can pour your sweet condensed milk into that pot as well. All right, my butter is still melting. While it's melting, I'm going to measure out 1/3 cup of baking powder, or sorry, cocoa powder.
Is 1/3 in the bag?
If it's already measured out, it probably is. If I had to guess, they've already given you the right amount. But if you want to double check, that's good too. CJ, have you ever tried raw cocoa powder?
No.
If you want to, you can give it a taste.
I am good.
It doesn't taste like normal chocolate, I'll tell you that much.
My mom just made me taste it.
Oh yeah, what'd you think?
Kind of tastes like soap.
Yeah. It's really bitter. Super bitter. All right. Right. And now that my butter is all melted in my pot, okay, let's see if I can show you. I'm going to add my cocoa powder. I'm going to use one of these guys. You can use one of them if you have one. If you don't, that's okay. Just so I can evenly incorporate it. So it allows me to do one of these. Okay. Then you have to stir this up so that it incorporates nice. It'll turn into like a brownie batter consistency, kind of. So we just are going to have to stir this for 10 minutes.
That's a long time.
It is kind of a long time. I actually made some earlier today, so we might just, I might tell you what to do and you can watch me do it. I'm going to use a whisk for this part too, if you have one of these. So my chocolate's fully incorporated now. So now we just kind of stir it. Okay, I kind of want to show this to you a little better. So I took it off the heat so that it cools down a little quicker, which will help it thicken. And I want to show you kind of what this looks like. What you want it to do is when I pull it through, see how it moves together kind of slow? You want it, when you go like this, you want it to come together slowly. So once it comes together slowly, you know that it's ready. Okay, I'm gonna let that rest for a second, and while I'm doing that, I'm going to get a plate and put butter on it, okay? I would get a bigger plate, right? And then you're just gonna put butter on it. This is so that when we refrigerate it, it doesn't stick to the plate, because it's gonna be very sticky.
What are we making?
Brazilian truffles. Chocolate truffles. Sorry, did I not say that? We're making Brazilian chocolate truffles. Because we just talked about chocolate, right? Do you know what's special about Brazilian chocolate as well?
No.
Sometimes they put spice in it to make it spicy. It sounds crazy. It sounds like it wouldn't be good, but it's very good. And sometimes they even make other savory dishes. So things like meat dishes or fish dishes using chocolate or cocoa as well. It's not the same company.
Interesting.
So that's why we're making chocolate today. Ours isn't spicy, but if you wanted to make it spicy, you could put some chili powder in it. All right. Ready? Let's see if the consistency is good now. See how that came together really slowly? It's about where we want it. This is kind of like fudge. All right, I'm gonna pour this onto my buttered plate, and then I'm gonna stick it in the refrigerator. And this is the part where you might have to pause and wait. It's supposed to be refrigerated for 2 hours. Earlier today, I made a different batch. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring out that batch, and I'm going to form the actual truffle with the batch that's been refrigerated for 2 hours. If you guys are making this live right now, you might have to wait 2 hours before you can do this, but watch and learn while you're doing it. All right, so this is, oh no, okay. So this is what I did this morning. Now I'm going to form that into little truffles, okay? I'm getting parchment paper out to set them on. You can set them on another plate if you would rather do that, that's fine too. I'm getting a little bowl that I'm going to put chocolate sprinkles in so that I can roll them in that. Okay. What you're going to do is you have to butter your hands so that it doesn't stick to your hands. And then you're going to take the batter and roll it into a ball, like so, and then cover it in chocolate sprinkles so that it forms a little ball like that. Boom. See? Oh, I'm making a mess of myself. All right, we're about out of time. So I will trust you guys to be able to do that on your own. But thank you for joining today for learning about Brazil and a little bit of South America. And making Brazilian chocolate truffles with me. Hopefully they're delicious. I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow, I believe we are talking about either South Africa or China. One of the two. It'll be really, really fun. Yeah, but I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.